Oh my gosh, I can't fit in my car. Welcome to the realities of classroom setup right now. I don't want to have any school stuff at home. I have so much storage in this classroom. So fun fact about me, I am afraid of tape measures and I'm out of room on the shelves.
Can't get out of bed. Too much on my brain, but got it good.
Good morning from my car. Today is an exciting day. It is the very first day of classroom setup for the new school year. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I am a third grade teacher this year. Woo, so exciting. If you missed my announcement video for my new job, I will link it above so you can go check it out. But I will be teaching third grade this year, and I'm about to go start bringing some things. You can see all the things in the back of my car into my classroom today. This is just the very first day that I've gone in. So I do have a to-do list of things that I'd like to get done. I will pop that to-do list up right here because I'm all about the lists. And today is going to be kind of going in, figuring out, I've seen my classroom already. I just didn't look through the cabinets and look to see everything that I have. So today's going to be like a figuring out what I have, figuring out what I need to bring up. But since I'm making a trip, I have my back seat full and my trunk full as well, because there's no point in making a trip up here if I don't bring some of my stuff, because our guest room, or our extra room in our house, is just full of classroom stuff. I'll insert a clip of that right here so you can see how full it is. So, needless to say, I've got to start bringing things up slowly but surely. I'm excited because I got my keys when I went up last week, and so I kind of have I don't want to say free reign, but she said come whenever to set up. So I get to work on this during the summer at kind of my own pace, which is very exciting for me because I want to have it set up and ready to go by the beginning of the school year. So that way when we come to our teacher in-service days, I can be in full teacher mode and be thinking about my students, my class, contacting parents, classroom management, all the things that are going to be so new to me because I'm in a new grade. So if my actual workspace is set up, it's going to make my life so much better during that time. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hit the road, head to school, and go up to the office and see if I can find a cart to help me unload the stuff that's in the trunk and get started.
It's like I'm losing my mind. Time's hard to find. What's a girl gotta do to catch a break up? When life tries to test me, I take it one day at a time. 'Cause I was crying yesterday, but look at me today. It has been so long since I wrote a sad song. Sunshine on my face, I'm feeling okay. Nothing's in my way. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I put a dress on today, I don't care what you say. And I'm ignoring my phone, so don't try to reach me. I can't do nothing for you, so don't ask, I ain't coming through. 'Cause I'm running away to my own world, that's where I'll stay. When life tries to test me, I take it one day at a time. 'Cause I was crying yesterday, I wrote a sad song. Sunshine on my face, I'm feeling okay. Nothing's in my way. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Nothing ever stays the same. There's always room for better days. Now I know how to live life with a smile on my face. Nothing ever stays the same.
All right, I got a lot done today. As you can see, I did a lot of cleaning. Let me show you the room first, and then I'll show you what I did.
A smile on my face. Nothing ever stays the same. There's always room for better days. I was crying yesterday, but look at me now, 'cause I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Say I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good morning. Welcome to, oh my gosh, I can't fit in my car. Welcome to the realities of classroom setup right now. You can see all the things in the back. I did not walk you through everything that I did yesterday. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm like so stuck in my car. Okay, I did not walk you through everything that I did yesterday. So I wiped down all of the counters, scraped cabinets because there was like hot glue on some of the cabinets, and I wiped all the cubbies, so everything is like clean. Now David's coming today with backup. He's got a car full, I've got a car full, if you can't tell, and we're taking another load into the classroom. I think in the next 2 weeks all of my stuff should probably be up there, which is saying something because David and I both have small cars. So we're about to go, and the goal was to not have to rent a U-Haul, so we're just doing it in little trips, kind of like how I packed it all up. So we're going to go take this to the classroom. The things I wanted to get done today, I did not measure the boards. Oh, I should grab David's measuring tape while I'm talking to you. I'm gonna do that real quick. I did not measure the boards yesterday, and so I would like to do that still. That way I know how much border and whatnot I need to print out or buy, or I still have some border, so I might be able to use. And then that was like the only thing I didn't get to on my list from yesterday. So today's list is to take this load, unload all this stuff, and I'm gonna sit and make a plan for my cabinets because I won't have all my stuff in to fill the cabinets yet, but I'm at least gonna make a plan for what I want to put in each cabinet. And then I'm also going to make a plan for some green math bins, which I had last year in my classroom. Love those green math boxes. Not really, it was a hot mess last year, but I have them again, and they're not labeled, and so I would like to label them. So I think I'll like look through the math manipulatives that I have in those green bins that came with the classroom and make a sticky note or a note of what I can label them with, because I'll just use the same file that I did last year to make that label. So let's go, let's get started. Okay, we got everything in and unloaded. I'm very glad that I cleaned the counters and the cubbies yesterday because that's where I put all the things. I just had David come in and I said, put it on a countertop somewhere. So that was nice. Now what I'm gonna do, since I still don't have all my stuff and I don't really wanna get into unpacking it, I think I'm going to sit down and map out how I want to use these cabinets in the back. So when my stuff is all here, which hopefully that'll be like the end of this week, I can start organizing those and putting things away. And I'm also trying to think about how to use these cubbies and where I want to put my library. Just start kind of like mapping it out. Because I've thought about it a little bit, but I haven't like solidified my idea. I don't know what I want to do because some of my team teachers were saying that they use these hooks for backpacks in the back, and then some of them were saying that they use the cubbies, but the cubbies are really, really deep and things could get lost in them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's 3 times 9? 27. So there's like a lot of cubbies in here. But if I don't use them for backpacks, I don't know what I'm going to use them for. So I'm just going to sit and try to make a plan, figure this all out.
I've been out of my head, can't get out of bed. Too much on my brain, but got it good, can't complain. It's like I'm losing my mind, and time's hard to find. What's a girl gotta do to catch a break up? When life tries to test me, I take it one day at a time. 'Cause I was crying yesterday, but look at me today. It has been so long.
All right, today's pretty brief because there's not a lot I can do until it's vacuumed and I have all my stuff here. So brought in the load, made a list of all of the MAC labels, started to diagram the room a little bit, but I can continue that from home. So I'm gonna head home and then be back tomorrow with another load.
I wrote a sad song, sunshine on my face. I'm feeling okay. Nothing's in my way. I'm good. I'm good.
Fun fact about me, I am afraid of tape measures. I learned that moving this year. I'm not afraid of them, I just hate pushing the little button, so like it'll stay out, and then when I have to push the button to like zap it back in, it makes me so nervous. Like that wasn't a big deal, but I'm just have like this fear that it'll go between my fingers and like slice my skin open. David thinks it's funny and a little ridiculous, and it is a little ridiculous, but there's one of my like irrational fears. But I discovered after I spoke with you previously that I did not measure the board dimensions, so now I have the board dimensions. That way if I start to print borders or anything or buy borders, I can figure out if I have enough. I'm really curious to know if my Better Than paper from last year is going to fit on these boards up here. It looks like it's going to be really close, but it's for another day. It's for another day. It's not top of the priority list today. I need to go home, continue mapping this out, and then I have some like professional development training that I need to do. So I'm gonna head out. I'll be back tomorrow. It is now Wednesday. I'm bringing another load. That's just the theme of this classroom setup part. Take a load, up to the classroom. So I've got another carload full, buckets. This is just like an assortment. I think I have like all my craft buckets. I have all my phonics buckets. I have these empty buckets, and just some other stuff that we could fit in the car, some board games, stuff like that. So I'm gonna take it up to the school, and I might start organizing like the craft cabinet or something. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after I've unloaded it all.
I'm good. I'm good. I put a dress on today. I don't care what you say. And I'm ignoring my phone, so don't try to reach me. I can't do nothing for you, so don't ask, I ain't coming through. Cause I'm running away to my own world, that's where I'll stay. Yeah. When life tries to test me, I take it.
Okay, everything is in from this carload, and I'm out of room on the shelves. So I'm starting to fill the cubbies. I'm glad I came early today because the weather on the radio in the car was like later today because of humidity, because it stormed yesterday. The humidity like content, whatever level, is gonna make it feel like it's 110 degrees. It's gonna be 95, feels like 110. So I was like, yay, I'm so glad that I came early when it wasn't quite that hot. So I think what I'm gonna do now is work on moving these like Michael's containers that I have for my super organized craft closet and try to fit them in the cabinets that I want to put them in. And then if I'm not tired after that, I'm going to try moving these into a cabinet as well. And I didn't debate bringing those. I definitely want to bring them because it's all of my phonics stuff, but with third grade, I won't be using it as much. Like it's not going to be my go-to for centers necessarily, because those are all my first grade centers when we did more phonics instruction. But I still wanted to bring it because I don't want to have any school stuff at home. I have so much storage in this classroom, so I'll have room to like keep it somewhere in here. And then like if I have a student who is struggling with phonics, I'll be able to pull that out for intervention stuff. So I brought it, but I'm just gonna have to figure out how it fits best in those back cabinets. This past year I had them with the labels on the front because my cabinet was deep, but at my first school I had the label on the side and had them sitting in there sideways because the cabinet was not as deep. So we'll see what it looks like in this classroom in those cabinets. First I'm gonna turn on some music, and then I think I'm gonna do those two cabinets, and that might be all that I do today. Here are some of the realities of classroom setup. You just don't know how things are gonna fit, because in all my other classrooms I've had these sitting this way and stacked, and I've just adjusted the shelves, but the doors won't close. Well, actually that's not no, that'll bother me if the cabinet doors aren't closed. So now I'm like, do I move them sideways like this? But I have 8 of them. And so that's not really gonna work. Because I won't be able to fit 8, I'll only be able to fit 6. And I also have, like, I don't even think I've brought it yet, but I have another little drawer thing from Michael's that's tall that I usually put, like, I do it like this and like this, and then I put the other Michael's one here. But, like, yeah, that won't close at all. So, I'm gonna have to figure this out.
I take it one day at a time, 'cause I was crying yesterday, but look at me today. It has been so long since I wrote a sad song. Sunshine on my face, I'm feeling okay. Nothing's in my way. I'm good.
Okay, so I did about as much as I could today and realized that all my upper cabinets are not very deep, and so the plan that I made yesterday is not gonna work. So I'm just gonna keep bringing things in, and then once everything's in, I'll have a better idea of where I can put things, and I'll start to rearrange. Also, once they've vacuumed the carpet and done the tile, that'll be helpful too, because then I can, like, put some furniture where it needs to go and kind of visualize it a little better. But that is it for part 1. I'm gonna go ahead and close this part of classroom setup here. We're gonna come back tomorrow. My goal is to have all of this stuff in by the end of next week. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna bring all the books from my classroom library and try to figure out where it all goes. So make sure you like and subscribe, because you don't wanna miss part 2. See how I actually fill the cabinets and stuff. This part was just bringing a bunch of crap in and starting to think about setting up and, like, seeing my room, and just realizing that this classroom is not gonna be copy-paste from my classrooms before, and I'm gonna have to adjust, and that's okay. Eventually it'll all be organized and it'll be super cute, and I'm excited. But that is it. I'm turning my car on because it's hot. Yeah, I need some AC, so I'm sorry if it's loud. I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in part 2, and I'll see y'all in the next one.